I've always struggled with dips. And by struggled, I mean I completely avoided them for years. Because my skinny fat ass was too scared to actually do them. But over time, I got more comfortable with dips. I learned how to do them properly, and even started enjoying them. And now when people talk about dips, I feel like I have something to say because I'm one of the dip dads now. So listen up, because today we're going to talk about 2 ways to do dips, and how they can both be right. In this video, we're talking about dips for the chest versus dips for the triceps. Let's get into it. Alright, let's kick things off with dips for the chest. These are commonly referred to as either traditional dips or close grip dips. The goal here is to keep your elbows tucked in tight to your body throughout the entire movement. That means your hands will be in a narrow position, hence the name close grip dips. Keep those elbows tucked during the eccentric down, the isometric hold at the bottom, and the concentric back up. Now if you look at me, you can see that I struggle a little bit with keeping those elbows fully tucked, and sometimes they flare out just a tad bit. But I will say that having those elbows tucked really makes the movement feel more challenging. But that also means that it's working more of the chest muscles instead of the triceps. It's all about elbow position. So what's the range of motion that you should be aiming for? Well, let me show you. Start with your arms fully extended at the top, and then slowly lower yourself down until your shoulders are about even, or maybe a little lower than even, with your elbows tucked in tight to your body. That's your full range of motion. You want to lower yourself down to that point, and then press back up until your arms are fully extended again. If you're a beginner, you may not be able to get all the way down to that parallel position, and that's okay. Just go as low as you can while still feeling comfortable, and then work on gradually getting lower over time. But remember, whether you're doing close grip dips for your chest or any other type of upper body exercise, make sure you're targeting both sides equally. Many people have a tendency to lean to one side more than the other, which could lead to some serious muscular imbalances. And honestly, it just looks kind of weird. You want to make sure you're going nice and slow and controlled on both sides, so you can get the most out of each rep. The next thing I want to talk about is the angle of your body as you're doing these dips. Your body should be upright and as vertical as possible. You don't want to lean forward or backward. This isn't an exercise where you're trying to balance yourself on a beam, so keep your body as vertical as possible. Lastly, what kind of shoes should you be wearing? Personally, I prefer to do close grip dips, barefoot, or at least with no shoes on. When you wear shoes with those little rubber bottoms, it can make it really hard to get enough traction on the parallel bars. So try doing close grip dips barefoot first and see how that feels. If you need more traction, you can always wear some sort of shoe, like cross trainers or weightlifting shoes. But try not to wear running shoes, because the soles are usually too smooth and they won't help you grip the parallel bars. So how many sets and reps should you be aiming for? Well, it all depends on your goals. Are you trying to build muscle, or are you trying to improve your endurance? If you're trying to build muscle, aim for 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps. If you're trying to improve your endurance, aim for 3 to 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Now, it's very common for people to use straps when doing close grip dips for their chest. And personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if you do decide to use straps, please make sure you're wrapping them around your wrists, not your fingers. Wrapping them around your fingers can cause some serious shoulder pain and discomfort. So wrap them around your wrists, pull them tight, and then squeeze your traps hard. By doing this, it'll help you focus on squeezing your chest muscles as you perform each repetition. Now let's move on to dips for the triceps. These are commonly referred to as wide grip dips. The biggest difference between wide grip dips and close grip dips is the position of your elbows. For wide grip dips, you want to keep your elbows flared out to your sides. Again, it's all about elbow position. Make sure you keep those elbows flared out during the eccentric down, the isometric hold at the bottom, and the concentric back up. I'm not going to lie, doing wide grip dips is pretty intimidating. They're a staple in most gymnastic training programs, and the amount of strength and control required is pretty crazy. Even watching people do wide grip dips makes me nervous, because you see them holding themselves up in these impossible positions without even breaking a sweat. However, if you can learn how to do wide grip dips, it'll be a great addition to your workout routine. Alright, so what's the range of motion that you should be aiming for? Well, with wide grip dips you want to shoot for a wider range of motion than you would with close grip dips. So start with your arms fully extended at the top, and then lower yourself down until your shoulders are lower than your elbows. That's your full range of motion. You want to lower yourself down to that point and then press back up until your arms are fully extended again. Now with wide grip dips, your body isn't going to be as vertical as it was with close grip dips. As you're lowering yourself down, your hips will begin to lower and your butt will begin to stick out. That's perfectly normal. It doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. With wide grip dips, you're working against gravity for a larger range of motion, which means you're working more of your triceps and your stabilizing muscles. So what kind of shoes should you be wearing for wide grip dips? Personally, I like to wear shoes with a flat bottom, so I can get more traction on the parallel bars. So for me, that's cross trainers or weightlifting shoes. What you definitely don't want to do is wear running shoes, because the soles are usually too smooth and they won't help you grip the parallel bars. Now with wide grip dips, it's very common for people to use straps, and again, personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. However, you should be using straps for different reasons than you would with close grip dips. With close grip dips, you would wrap the straps around your wrists and squeeze your traps hard to help target the chest muscles. With wide grip dips, you would grab onto the straps with an overhand grip and hang from them. Make sure you don't wrap them around your fingers. Doing this will help you hang and stabilize yourself as you do these dips. So, how many sets and reps should you be aiming for with wide grip dips? Since this is an advanced exercise, you should probably only attempt it if you've been training for a while and you're relatively strong. But if you are ready to give it a shot, I would recommend 3 to 4 sets of 5 to 8 reps. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I want to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who has supported us. The goal of our channel is to make fitness fun and approachable for beginners. We want to empower the next generation of gym goers to pursue their goals with confidence. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.